Live from Silicon Valley, it's time for the EA Radio Show with host Tony Bruno.
Thanks for tuning in, football fans. I'm Tony Bruno. When this week is over, the playoff picture will finally begin to crystallize. There is information aplenty coming your way. You don't want to miss it, so don't go anywhere. Stay tuned. Man, did we have some great moments in last week's action or what? 3 players achieved career milestones. Now that's saying something. You can go week after week and not have anything like that happen. But last week, definitely one of those memorable ones. The folks who put the highlights together working double time trying to get the news out as soon as it happened. So to all those players who did the achieving, congratulations from the Tony Bruno Show. It's time for the Fantasy Player of Week 16, brought to you by EA Sports. It's in the game. Clinton Portis had over 150 rushing yards and ran for 2 touchdowns, so he turned in a fine game. On the show today, we are joined by a very talented running back, a man who dominated during his college days down at the University of Miami, then went on to rush for 26 touchdowns in his first 2 seasons in the NFL. Folks, the man we're talking about, running back Edgerrin James. Edge, thanks for joining us today.
Hey, Tony, thanks for having me on.
All right, you guys obviously aren't playoff bound, so now what gets you motivated for each game?
Well, right now we're not doing as well, and you just try. We know we're not going to make the playoffs, so the best thing to do is try to get some stats. Everybody gets stats and make it fun because it's going down in history anyway. So let's not give up, because you go out there and act like you don't want to be out there, something might happen to you. So it's best to go out there, try to pad the stats and have fun and get ready for the next season.
Speaking of stats, do you ever have fantasy football fans coming up to you and telling you to get in the end zone?
Oh yeah, they're super crazy about the fantasy football thing, and all you can do is tell them, hey, I'm trying to put up these points, and as bad as they want me to get those points, I want them as bad as they do also, so it's like, hey, they're like, Ed, you got to get in there, and I'm like, you ain't lying. I damn sure do.
Oh, that's great, man. So how would you feel if the coaches played younger guys now that the season is pretty much over?
Yeah, I think they should give some of the young guys more looks. If they're not planning on having a player here or there, I think they should start looking towards the next year, because the other player, it kind of helps him save his body. Don't just get out there and do some damage to your body and you're not going to be with that same team. Get ready for your next squad or wherever you're going to be.
Now that's the spirit. We're on EA Sports Radio Live with Edgerrin James. So, Edge, now the real question. Everybody wants to hear, how's your Madden game? Can you hold your own?
I'm all right. I got a little game. I like the offensive mindset. I like to get up there into that high-power offense, score a lot of points and let the defense, kind of, just average defense, just make a couple plays here and there, discipline, but really not no real super dudes, not no real defense, but, I'm an offensive dude.
Well, being a running back, I'm guessing now that you like to run the ball?
Right, got to run it, and then you got to bring them in, suck up the defenders and just hit them with the bomb.
Wow, Edge, it sounds like a real complex offense. Let's see, run the ball and throw bombs.
Yeah.
Oh, man. But anyways, what team do you like to use in Madden?
It's according to who got the most weapons. In the past, I've always used the Rams because they used to have they had everything, or I used the Colts because they had everything. And, it's got to be a high-power offense, got to have a tight running back, and you got to have some receivers that can make the clutch catches.
Talk to us a little bit about the University of Miami. I mean, what's in the water down there in Dade County? UM has turned into the feeder school for the NFL.
University of Miami, it's where the NFL get all their jewels from. We're the golden spot right there, and everybody knows that the University of Miami is where everybody wants to come. You got all first-round draft picks, and it's just everything. We'll be talking forever talking about the University of Miami. You know, just if you had a chance to send your child there, you better take that on the first off.
Folks, you heard the man. Send your children to Miami. For those of you who just tuned on the radio in your car, we're live with Edgerrin James. Edgerrin, if you could be playing any other sport professionally besides football, what would it be and why?
I think I'll be playing basketball because it's fun and it's something I like to do all the time. And it's something I can always do at any given moment.
Edge, it's been real fun, man. Thanks for coming on the show. You're one of the more entertaining guys to talk to, and you're more than welcome to call in any time down the road.
All right, Tony, thanks for having me on.
No problem, man. Folks, running back Edgerrin James. What a character. You got to love that guy. We've got a lot of things in the headlines today, but we're going to focus on one thing in particular. Then we may get to some of your calls. Marvin Harrison, in the game last week, got to reception number 100 on the season. The fabulous year he's having is a testament to the commitment level he's had his entire career, including back in his college days. He's been a very productive receiver. He knows how to get open, and he does a great job running routes across the middle and even deep down the field. When you catch 100 passes, it says a lot about the type of player you are for the offense. Not only are you the go-to guy, but you're a big factor in getting the offense down the field. And you're probably the guy the quarterback looks to when he needs a big first down or a key completion. He does all those things for the team and then some. You know me, sports fans. I'll be the first one tuning in for a toilet bowl game between two winless teams. But this week has one of those games that I can really get excited about. The Rams are going to hit the road looking for a big win and some momentum as they take on the Falcons. The regular season is nearing an end. This is Week 16. Good luck to all of your teams, and join us next week as we get set for the finales.